Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve this question, which is very important for quiz or final exams. And the chapter which we are related with is accounting equation. Our performer is ready. There are two sides you can see that. One is your asset, second is your liability, while liability includes two columns and asset columns of asset would be decided later. This is our question. We are ready to start. Let's begin. Started business with cash, truck and cash. So there are two cashes, one cash of 1 million, second cash of 1 lakh. First we will see that cash is coming in. We will introduce a new column of cash. How much cash? Please note it down. 1 million means 10 lakh. So we have got 10 lakh cash and 1 lakh separate cash. So total 11 lakh cash is coming in, and as you know that whatever, I'm using the word whatever is provided by the proprietor, that would be considered as your capital. So second commodity which is being given by the owner is your truck. How much value? 4,50,000. This is also invested by the proprietor. So there are two things which is provided by proprietor, cash and truck. Both are your capital. You will come to liability side. First 450,000 and then 11 lakh. So total 15 lakh 50,000 is your capital. First entry is completed. Now second. Purchase goods for cash and on credit. So there are two different types of commodities we are buying, 150 and 70,000. Since both are your goods, you can write stock, commodities, inventories, whatever the name you want. So there are two types of commodities. Goods of 150,000 you have bought and goods of 75,000 you have bought. So these are two different categories of goods, but actually they are good. So half part you have paid, for half part you have bought these commodities on credit. Goods which are bought for cash, what will happen? Cash will go out. How much? 150,000. So cash is going out for 150,000. And secondly, please note we have purchased on credit. That means it's a burden. You will go to liability side and 75,000 burden has been created. After completion of first entry and second, we will take sum, and here sum is completed. Two entries finished. Now third, goods sold to Kashif. Please note it down. Name has been mentioned clearly over here. So what does that mean? If name is mentioned, it is on credit. So goods sold to Kashif, to whom we will sell our commodities. The person from whom we will receive amount. So Kashif is your debtor. Debtors are your assets. So here you will introduce column for debtor. Note it down. We are selling goods. Cost was 1050. So here there will be a decrease in goods because you are selling your goods. Goods will go out, decrease, and secondly, these goods were sold on credit. So it means amount is receivable, which is favorable asset, and amount, the person from whom amount is receivable would be called debtor. How much amount you will receive? 11,000. How? Goods costing was just 10,550 and you have sold it for 11,000. It means the remaining part is your profit. How much? 11,000 you will receive while cost was 1050. So 450 would be your profit. Finally, after completing entry, we are going to take sum of both sides. So here sum has been taken and we are going to check over here, and taking sum of both sides. It depends upon you. If you want to take sum again and again, you can do it. Otherwise, there is no compulsion. Since it is important, alright. So here we have got 1625450. So here our process is completed. Entry is also completed. Now number 4. Goods purchased for cash. You are buying goods. It means goods are coming in. How much price? 15,000. And now please note it down. Purchased for cash. So cash will go out. 15,000. Goods are in plus. Goods are coming in. Cash is going out. After completion of each entry, we are getting sum of both sides. Please note, getting sum is truly important. So let's take sum over here as well. How we are getting it? EDC 30. Alright. So in this way, entry has been completed. Goods were purchased. Now next, how many entries we have done? Goods purchased. Now rent. Note it down. Rent paid 600. You have paid rent, that means cash is going out. And how much rent? 600. So minus 600 cash is going out. And since rent is your expense, please note expense is for equity. Here minus 600 due to expense. Expenses would be noted down in equity. Entry is completed, and similarly we will be taking sum of both sides. And over here I am taking sum as well. So 1624850 total is completed. Both sides are equal. Let's come over here. Goods returned by Kashif. This is very important entry to understand. So your attention is utterly required. Goods returned by Kashif. Now come over here. We have sold these goods to Kashif. And Kashif doesn't like goods are returned by Kashif. So goods are coming in. Cost is 850. So it means come over here. This is your stock. And goods are coming in. How much cost? Again look at here, 850. So goods since are coming in, 850 increase in goods. Now secondly, understand it, goods were sold on credit to Kashif. Over here we have increased debtor. Goods were sold for 11,000. Focus. Goods were sold for 11,000. This is column of debtor. Since Kashif returned the goods, it means amount is not receivable from Kashif. How much? 1,000. So we do not need to ask amount from Kashif 1,000. Note 11,000 was amount which was receivable. Since Kashif returned these commodities, so amount now is not receivable. We have deducted. When commodities are returned, on the other hand, you will be facing loss as well. How much loss? Minus 1,000. And 850. So loss is 150. Once again, I'm telling you, goods were returned back. 850 increase in stock, while you will not ask your debtor to pay this amount because he returned goods. So 1000 is not receivable minus the loss you will face. How it would be considered as your loss? When goods which were sold now returned, it means your transaction has been rejected, with which what will happen? You will face loss. Again, we will be completing our total. So over here 11,000, here we are going to take some, and next no change, no change, no change, 150 loss, over here. So 1624700 totals are equal. I am requesting you to please repeat and revise it. Commission received in advance. Next entry. Again, you are receiving commission. It means cash is coming in. How much commission you are receiving? 6800. So cash 6800 is increased. Now again, received in advance means you have not performed your services but received commission. It is a burden, and that burden would be considered your liability. So over here there would be an increase in 6800 as your liability. This way entry is completed and you are getting sums of both sides. And finally we will take sum to check as well. This is optional, you may do it, or if you are confident that all entries are correct. Now you can see that 1631, 1631. Sum is equalized. 7 entries are completed. Now 8. Goods taken away by the proprietor. Goods which are taken away by the proprietor, there will be decrease in stock. 5000. Decrease mean you are going to subtract 5000. Okay. So goods are taken away by the proprietor. It means goods are going out. Decrease, and anything which is taken away by the proprietor, those are called drawings, with which your capital would be decreased. And over here 5000 would be subtracted. Now after completion we are getting total. So guys, totals are completed, and for our satisfaction we are taking total of both sides 1626500. All right, so in this way 8 entries are completed. Now 9, tax paid in advance. Paid in advance or paid, meaning is same. You have paid, it means cash is going out. You will go to cash column. Your cash has gone out 1000, and note it down, you have paid in advance. That means it's something in your favor, and you will introduce a new column. I have already told you it would be called prepaid. Prepaid means you have paid it in advance. That is your favorable thing. How much? 1000 prepaid would be entered in asset column. So here let's take sum of both sides. there would be a difference in cash, while liability side would remain same. Here we will be increasing one column, 162. Okay, so here, since we have introduced another column, and that column is for prepaid, let's increase it. Again, I'm going to take some. So 1626500, 9 entries are completed. Last entry, deposited cash in bank. We have deposited amount in bank, and as you can see that I have just introduced a new column over here, and this column we are going to have bank. What it is showing? Deposited cash in bank. Amount was deposited in bank. So cash is going out. First step, cash is going out 2000. So minus 2000 cash gone. Where it had gone to the bank, bank again is your asset. So over here 2000 is increased in your bank account. Finally, we have completed entry. Let's take some. And finally, sum of both sides just to check. One six two four five, and here another column is needed to be added. Here 162 4500 162. Let's take some again. Since we have added new column, it's better to entry again. So last column total was left 1626500. Entry is completed. Over here, this was your last entry. Finally, we will be taking sum of both sides. Here total of asset side, and how many columns we have? All columns would be added. So let's take sum of 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns. We have got 160 to 500, and let's change its theme color. Okay, in the similar way, now we will be getting total of liability side as well, and we have two amounts. So 162 6500, 162 6500, both sides are equal. So guys, this was your question, and although it had taken just few minutes, but it is very important for you to please enhance your skill. Practice it for as many times as you can do it. At this stage, you may take a screenshot so that it can be in your records. So here complete question is present. So it is requested to practice by yourself again and again. If you feel anything difficult, please ask questions as many times as you want, and I will try my best to answer those questions quickly. So thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.